Hey everyone, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the food items that I must have stocked in my pantry at all times. But really quick, I wanted to let you guys know about the $350 Target gift card giveaway I'm doing over on my Instagram account. I'm doing it with 6 other mamas here on YouTube. I'll have their channels linked down below as well as my Instagram so you guys can go over there and enter. If you're new to my channel, my name is Justine and I do a lot of fun motherhood and home related content, so make sure you hit that red subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so you won't miss out on any of my future content. If you hear any baby sounds, it's because Coco is awake from her nap, so she is joining me today in this video. Here, Coco, say hi. Hi, look at that nap hair, that crazy nap hair. Anyway, so she will just be playing with the foods in front of me. I try to buy foods that are pretty healthy, but only as much as my budget will allow. I will also be sharing a few tips on how to store items in a really small pantry. I made a video on cleaning and organizing my pantry, which I'll have linked below. But now let's just get into the food items. So the first thing is some chicken stock. This is great for sauces. It just adds so much more flavor, or chilies or soups or anything. Or I make a really yummy chicken red pepper and potato soup with a tomato base and this. But anyways, this is just such a great thing to have on hand. It just takes all of my cooking up a notch and I cannot get along without it. Another thing that also elevates my cooking is cream. You might be wondering why it's in my pantry, and that's because these little boxes are from Trader Joe's and they are shelf stable, which has been a real game changer for me because I always buy the little boxes, usually not needing the whole thing, and then the next time I go to cook something, it's bad by then. So these are just an amazing thing to have in your pantry. You can add it to sauces to make it more creamy. It is just so amazing that it's shelf stable. So this is another really fun item that is shelf stable from Trader Joe's. It's their tomato paste that comes in a tube. Again, if I knew anywhere else that had this, I would name it, but Trader Joe's is the only place I've ever seen it. Usually I'm only using like one or two tablespoons to really hearty up a meal and not the whole can. So this is just amazing because you can just squirt a little out and put the rest of this in the fridge. It is so nice. But anyways, I always like to keep an extra one in my pantry for when the one in my fridge runs out. The next item on my list is quinoa by Coco. I like white quinoa because I like the flavor best of the 3 different kinds. But this is a really nutritious grain. I like to throw it into white rice to make that more nutritious, and I really like the flavor actually. But I also like to add a scoop of it to salads, or you can throw a scoop, like a 1/4 cup, into some chili just to kind of add more nutrition to it. So I really love cooking with quinoa because you should just look it up because this stuff is so good for you. The next item is also a grain. It's some brown rice. This one is the long grain kind, but I really like short grain. I just have this one right now. I usually dump my grains into these upright containers because I think they just take up a little bit less space than bags, but also they look a lot more organized. Next we have some creamy tomato soup. This is again the organic Trader Joe's brand. Not all tomato soup is really yummy. For example, I don't really like the Campbell's one. I think it's far too acidic. And then also another brand that my family really loves is Pacifica, which is actually made here in Oregon. Fun fact. That one is like a creamy tomato basil one and it's so good. But these are the best quick dinner idea or lunch, but my family just loves having grilled cheese and tomato soup. It is so quick and easy. I just love having this on hand. It's like $2.99 at Trader Joe's. The next item is for the kids. It's Annie. Well, I love mac and cheese too, but this one is Annie's. I love the white shells and cheddar. Usually I get the big huge box at Costco because it's the organic one and it's just the best value for the price. And I just love that the ingredients in this one are better, and also Annie's doesn't put as much salt in there as other brands do, so that's really nice as well. Another one that I'm gonna have to steal from Coco really quick. I'll give it right back to me. This is the Target brand of organic peanut butter poppers. Okay, you can have it back now. My kids just love these. They're like $3.19 at Target, or I get the Trader Joe's. I don't remember the brand, but they're called peanut butter. I don't remember, but anyway, those are $2.99 at Trader Joe's, and they have a lot less sugar than other cereals do, and they're organic, so I really feel good about the kids having these, but they're great for a snack as well. The kids are obsessed with these. Another one of my essentials that I think this is probably the most essential item in there, organic extra virgin olive oil. I usually get the Trader Joe's brand, but I actually love this one. It is the Carapelli organic one from Target. And it's just such a gorgeous bottle. I think I'm going to buy the Trader Joe's because it's cheaper and then refill this bottle because it's so pretty. Does anyone else do that? I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of weird. I also try to keep my baking items separate from my cooking, so one shelf is dedicated solely to things for baking while the top shelf is for cooking. This just helps speed up the process of making something because I know exactly where everything is and I can just grab it all from the same place. Next, I always have pasta on hand, and I like to get this organic spaghetti from Costco. Sometimes I get their big package of like the fusilli and penne, that like the different spiral pastas. It's just so nice to have these on hand on days when I'm running late cooking dinner. It's just really easy to do this and then just make a quick white sauce or a quick spaghetti sauce. I'm doing that all the time. I also make a really yummy Cajun chicken pasta, which I'm planning to share with you guys in a cook and clean with me video soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Make sure you're subscribed. Something I want to do to organize my spaghetti as a little better is to get some sort of upright container, probably a clear acrylic one from like Container Store or something, but they just take up twice as much space if they're laying down on their sides versus stacked upright in a container. So I'm going to be looking for something like that because I think it's going to help clear up a little bit of space and look less cluttered. Next, to go along with the spaghetti is some tomato sauce. I like getting the organic tomato sauce from Trader Joe's because it's just a much better price. Organic stuff seems to be a lot better priced at Trader Joe's. Anyways, I just use that to season and make my own spaghetti sauce, or I just throw it in some homemade chili. I use this for a lot of stuff, but I can't think of anything else. So I usually stock up with like 4 or 5 cans of them. These are organic black beans, which I like having a few cans of. You're being really loud back there. Can you hold down the noise, please? I really love having these on hand if I'm making tacos or again chili, or just to throw on top of a salad to add a little bit of protein to it. I also like to have in stock some red kidney beans, again for chili, and then some great northern beans for a white chicken chili that I make. Before we get too far away from talking about pasta, this is some gnocchi, which I don't know if a lot of people use this, but we love making a copycat Olive Garden chicken gnocchi soup. I think I've made a video featuring that, and so I'll share that down below if I can find it. You can make your own gnocchi, which is delicious, and not all pre-made gnocchi is, they're not all created equal. This stuff from Trader Joe's though, I think it's $1.99 and it is so good. So good. And the kids and Daniel absolutely love it in the chicken gnocchi soup. So again, I'll just link that video down below. I'm pretty sure I can find it. But I just love having this on hand as well. So as far as spices go, I do have a wide variety of them. I have all of my spices arranged in a drawer, and what I like to do is keep the ones I use most frequently towards the front of the drawer. I have a huge variety of them because I just cook with them every day. I love trying new seasonings, and a lot of them I do have to replace immediately as soon as I run out. But there is something that I love that's new and unique. This is the Trader Joe's seasoning salt. Anyways, that's a really great seasoning to put on just chicken or on roasted vegetables. I do a lot of different things with it. My favorite thing so far is to just toss some chopped up chicken breast, a little olive oil, and then that seasoning and some almond meal. It's so good as part of a meal, but also like on top of a salad. It's just absolutely delicious. Which I'm gonna have to make that again because I'm making myself hungry for it. Another thing I love having on hand is at least one big sweet potato. I love chopping this up and adding it to stews or making sweet potato fries. Even just baking this and adding some butter and cinnamon on the top is just so good. I really love sweet potatoes. I also usually have a bag of potatoes in there. Pretty self-explanatory. They're a staple in my family's diet. And then I also like to have at least onions. Sometimes I get red onions for different things. Now we're getting into the superfoods, which I don't consume every single day, but I love having them on hand to kind of just inspire me to eat a little healthier, make a smoothie. So one thing that I love to do that with is chia seeds. I'll always add a couple scoops of these. Sometimes I make chia seed puddings for breakfast in the morning, which I really love one with almond milk and vanilla. Or there's like a recipe for a chocolate chia seed pudding that I really love as well. So I just love adding these to my diet. They just give you lots of energy and a lot of other benefits as well. And then I also love cacao nibs because these are so good in different things. I love sprinkling on top of those chia seed puddings to add a yummy chocolatey crunch without all the sugar that's added in chocolate. But I will be honest, I don't like this one. This is a Trader Joe's brand and it's roasted, so I just feel like they taste kind of dark. So I like raw cacao nibs a lot better. Okay, the next item are some organic unsweetened coconut chips. Again, it's the same thing. It just adds a really yummy coconutty crunch to smoothie bowls waffles, the chia seed pudding, even topping like oatmeal and stuff with it is really good. I love using coconut oil in baking instead of oil, or for frying things like pancakes, but I really do love it to fry tortillas in, like corn tortillas for tacos. It just adds such a good flavor. I just added half an inch into like a small skillet. It's really shallow, but it kind of deep fries the taco, and it adds the best flavor ever. If you guys have not tried it, next time you make tacos, you need to do that. It's so good. Also, I really love having this coconut oil spray from Trader Joe's. This works really great just like any cooking spray. It's really inexpensive and it's coconut oil and it's super convenient when you're baking. I'm not going to be talking about baking essentials because there are so many that it would just take a long time to go through all of them, but I like to keep all of my baking essentials inside of a small basket. It just helps to organize them and keeps the pantry looking clutter-free. An added bonus of that is that I can pull the whole basket out when I'm baking something and not have to go through the pantry looking for every little thing. This is the Trader Joe's cacao powder, and I actually do really like this one from them, and it's really inexpensive there. I just love adding this to smoothies, like a chocolate banana peanut butter smoothie with almond milk, or I also love to make some chocolate energy bite or no-bake cookies. This stuff is just really good to have on hand, and it's just really unprocessed. Chocolate is actually really good for you because it has so many antioxidants. It's just the processing and the sugar that's really bad for you, which I also have to have on hand some chocolate chips. I heard one nutritionist say that you can have as much sweets as you want as long as you make them yourself. The idea behind that is that it takes time to actually get up and bake something, so you're not going to do it very often unless you really need something sweet. So it's not that often that I bake something. The last item on my list is some honey. I love adding this to teas, on top of cornbread, that kind of thing. This is organic Oregon honey, so it's made locally. If you have allergies, eating local honey is supposed to help them be a little bit better. It has something to do with the pollen that the bees are actually using. Anyways, so I think that's a cool idea, but I just love having honey on hand, and this one is from Costco and it's actually a really good price. In the summer, we usually get ants, so I keep this tightly locked in a Ziploc bag to hopefully keep them away from it. You can also do that with your sugar and maple syrup because ants are just so attracted to sweet things, and one year they just overran my pantry and they will climb up the threads inside of the lid and get inside of there somehow. I don't know how they do it. So anyways, that's why I just store it in the Ziploc bag as added protection, and I've never had a problem since. Anyway, so that's the end of my video. I hope you guys got some good inspiration for what to keep stocked in your pantries, maybe trying something new. These are the things that my family and I love and we always have to have on hand. If you guys liked this video and want to see more like it, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. If you are a subscriber, I love hearing from you guys, so leave me a comment down below letting me know if you like this type of video, and if there's a pantry essential that I didn't mention that you absolutely have to have in your pantry. I'm a huge foodie and I love trying new things. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Bye. Good girl.